Dear students, welcome to our virtual class of Municipal Corporation of Greater Mumbai. I am Sreekumar. The class is for 5th standard students. Subject is mathematics. Let us begin the class.
Dear students, you studied about decimal fraction in the last video. Those who have not seen that video or not watched that video, please go to that video before going further, because it gives you the basic understanding about the concept of decimal number, which derived from whenever we are having denominators of a fraction in the form of tens and multiples of 10, then naturally we will be having a decimal fraction. And we also learned about how to represent numbers with decimal point. All these things are done in the previous video. So my dear students, it is your duty and my humble request to tell you that you should go to that video before further going if you have not seen. Or on the other hand, if you have seen that video, and that video I had started with a medicine eye drop having an MRP of 24.50 rupees. That point created all the issues. We don't know what is this point, and we found that 24.50 indicates a fraction of that number. Neither it is not 24, not 25, in between, and we represent it in the form of decimal form, where there is a decimal point. And we found that 0.50 is nothing but 50 upon 100, or it is 5 upon 10, and we identified it as a fraction, and that's where decimal fraction came. And the easy way of representing the price on most of such items, we found that representing it in the form of decimal point. Now if you see any price tag like this, we will not be bothered about what does it mean. We know what is meant by 30 rupees and another 0.25, which tells that 0.25 rupees, which is 1/4 of rupees, it is equal to 25 paise. All these things we know. Why? Because we also learned about a chart relating to paise and rupee. Because 100 paise make 1 rupee means every paise will be divided with 100 to know that how much rupee it is. If it is 75 paise, we will divide it with 100 and write in decimal format 0.75. And on the other hand, even in measurement of length with centimeter, meter, millimeter, we know the conversion now, because we know that 100 centimeter is equal to 1 meter and 10 millimeter is equal to 1 centimeter. All these connections we got because all these are multiples of 10. That's the beauty of it. You also studied that in certain situations you may be having more complicated numbers, meter to centimeter, centimeter to millimeter, sometimes from centimeter to kilometer. All these are divisions from smaller unit to higher unit. Higher unit is having a multiple value. So all these things you studied in the last video, understood in the last video, you went through the textbook. Now we will go for some other operations. As you know, we know that when we studied about numbers, we thought that the numbers end over there, but we did addition, subtraction, multiplication and division of numbers. When we studied about any kind of new type of numbers, like even fraction, decimal fraction, we have to do, or we have to understand how to do the operation. That's a topic over here, adding decimal fraction. Decimal fractions will be having its own peculiarity. In addition also, why? Because there is a decimal point. That is a new entrant in our number. अभी नंबर के बीच में अभी तक पॉइंट नहीं था, अभी एक पॉइंट आ गया तो उसको भी हैंडल करना पड़ेगा. Sometime it will become easy, sometime it will become difficult. Anyway, we are familiar with such kind of what we say expression in our day-to-day life, such as if you go for any bill which is reaching in your home, regarding if it is written like 2.50 rupees and 4.50 rupees, you know that 4 plus 2 6 rupees 50 paise, and means total 7 to be given. You know that. But mathematically, if you are trying to do, what you have to do, you have to add 0 plus 0 0, 5 plus 5 is equal to 10. You have to carry 1 here. The decimal point which is there, which will be put as it is here down. Understood? So that technique is very important, so that what happens is we will be in a position to write 4 plus 2 plus 1, 7 over here. Understood? This method you should know, otherwise you know that very clearly now. 0.50, we may write it as 50 upon 100, or you may write it as 5 upon 10. That means 0.5 plus 0.5 we have to add. That means 5 upon 10 plus 5 upon 10 we have to add, right? So what will be the situation? It will be 5 plus 5, 10 upon 10, which is equal to 1. That is the 1 here. Think this way or that way, you will reach to the same answer. So 4 plus 2, 6 plus 1, 7. 7 rupees you will pay if the amount on the bill is written in this format, and you will do the addition like this. Understood, my dear students? So that's a simple method of understanding addition of decimal numbers, and sometimes the decimal numbers may create a little bit of complication if you have to add the numbers like 3.7 plus 12.2, for example. You will be doing the addition, you will put the addition symbol, 7 plus 2, 9, nothing to carry, simply put the point here, 3 plus 2 is equal to 5, and 1 will be as it is, 15.9. But on the other hand, just like before, 6.8 and 5.5, if you are adding, what will happen? 8 plus 5 is equal to 13, you will carry 1, the point as it is down. 6 plus 5 plus 1 is equal to 12. It will be 12.3. Understood? So there is no much difficult thing, but you should love it. Understood? Then point here, 1 carried, 7 plus 7, 14, 2, 24.4. So it is as simple like that. Understood? So I will just clear out this. Whatever I have written, I can clear out and go ahead. This is about addition, and there can be word problems where your ability to identify whether addition to be carried out or subtraction to be carried out will be tested. Understood? Sometimes it will be little bit more what we say, difficult. A situation may come in such a way that your numbers may be a little more complicated. For example, $7.09 plus 54.93. So you will write as the decimal point should come along in line, 7.09, then 54 you have to write like this, and point below point, right, 93. Now this is again for addition. Suppose 9 plus 3, 12, carry 1, 1 plus 9, 10, decimal here, 1 carry here, 7 plus 4 plus 1, 12, 1 carry again, 1 plus 5, 6. So sometimes there will be more steps like this. You have to take out. The 0 has got its value. Understood? Sometimes there can be more than 2, more than 3, sometimes. For example, 7.5 centimeter, I wrote an example. 14.2 centimeter. 9.6 centimeter. You will be adding simply. 6 plus 2, 8 plus 5, 13. Carry 1. 1 plus 7, 8 plus 4, 12 plus 9, 21. Carry 2. 2 plus 1, 3. Decimal at its point. Unit as it is. Only with same unit you can add. Otherwise you have to change the unit and add. Understood? So this much you should be very clear about addition. Put the decimal points one below the other in line and do the operation. Carrying the addition is same as how we do it in other cases. Let us go ahead. The next topic is subtraction of decimal fraction. There is no much complication in that also. Subtraction is done as how we do subtraction, if it is the same way how we did our addition. But there can be some kind of borrowing and other thing, but normally we do. It will be same as it in the case of subtraction also. For example, if you have to subtract, if I say subtract, subtract. .58 from 15.41. So I will be right 15.41 minus 8.58. The way we do subtract, the decimal should be in line. 1 minus 8, normal subtraction. There are two methods of subtraction nowadays, one with carrying, without carrying. 1 minus 8 not possible, we will convert this into 11. Naturally this will become 3. Thus, when this becomes 3, naturally you will be having to borrow from left, we will go there later. 11 minus 8 is equal to 3. Correct? Here it is 3 minus 5, sorry, 3 cannot be, then you should convert that into 13. That means here it will become 4. 13 minus 5 is equal to 8. Right? The decimal point. 4 minus 8 not possible. Again cancel this, it will become 0. This became 14. 14 minus 8, 6 and 0. The answer is 6.83. You will write 6.83. And how to subtract? You know very well. Either by, some of you may be subtracting without this kind of borrowing, which you have studied in the class 4 with the new syllabus. The method is 15.41 subtract 8.58. We will not borrow, we will not, instead we will add here the below in such a way that I will show you. 15.41 subtract 8.58. The second method of subtraction you studied, in which there is no borrowing, no carrying. One whenever you see a number lesser than the number to be subtracted, you will simply imagine 11 is there, 8 plus 3 is equal to 11, and will add 1 here. Instead of subtracting 1 from here, add 1 here. That doesn't make any difference. 8 plus 3 is 11, balance 1 added here. 6, here you will imagine 14. 6 plus 8, 14. The decimal point will come here, 14. You will carry 1 over here. 9 plus 6, 15. You will carry 1 over here. 1 to 1 is equal to 0. So this way also you will do it. Any method you can use, but subtraction is done. The most important thing for decimal addition and subtraction is that these decimal points will be kept at the right place. If I try to do one more sum, I will do it here. One more sum can be done. 63.4, from that subtract 31.8. Now the new method I will be doing. 8 to 14 is 6. 8 to 14 is 6. 1 will be carried here, and 2 to 1 is 3. 2 plus 1 is equal to 3. 3 plus 3 is equal to 6. So 31.6 is the answer here. And you know that here the most important thing which you should take care is subtraction. You have studied, nothing new in that. These all should be in a line. If they all are in line, your work is perfect. I said line, line, all should be in line. Understood, my dear students? And decimal numbers are very useful in measurement of meter, kilometer, centimeter, millimeter, and interconversion of it, rupees, paise, in that, liter, milliliter, and all such cases decimal point and decimal numbers will come in use. So it's a very important item to understand. So you will try your level best to do the sums. If I keep on doing the sums, you will not learn. If you keep on doing the sums, you will learn. What I said? If I keep doing sums, I will learn. If you keep on doing sums, you will learn. Don't take any help. गलत होने दो, वापस करेंगे, ठीक करेंगे, करेक्ट करेंगे. Okay, that's all for me today. Thank you. Now click on the subscription button below to subscribe the channel, then the bell button to get the notifications of the new videos. Thank you.